On this episode, we will see the process of assembling a very large figure of Oliphant from The Lord of the Rings for the huge diorama. Building a diorama is a fun DIY project in which you can create an exciting scene in a small space. Dioramas allow a lot of room for creativity and innovation. Though dioramas usually display a historical time period, a natural scene, or a fictional situation, you can make one to show anything that you are interested in making. Whether you are designing one for a school project, as a base for a model, or just for fun, building a diorama is an easy and enjoyable project. Make a list of the items you will need and gather your supplies. Though the items you'll need depend on the concept or theme, you may want modeling clay, construction paper, glue, scissors, paint, and a paintbrush. Or they can be used to show a moment in time, like the last stand at the Alamo or a battle between tanks. The only requirement of a diorama is that it depict a three-dimensional scene. After that, you have a lot of choices as to how you build it. This makes the hobby of diorama making very accessible to beginners. You can start out with simple materials like cardboard boxes and sheets of paper, and then you can move up to more complex and more realistic-looking materials. The important thing to remember and take advantage of is that fact that a diorama is a three-dimensional display. So use up the vertical space, horizontal space, and the depth of the shoebox. Dioramas get to be really interesting when they are made to look realistic. That is when they closely mimic natural scenes. The picture to the left shows a waterfall scene with a variety of natural-looking materials such as water, sand, trees, grass, and bushes. You do have a wide variety of options that vary depending on how realistic you want the diorama to be and how much you are willing to spend. You can improvise absolutely everything you need, from found objects and things around the house. The best example of this is the green grass layer in the diorama and the sand layer. This can easily be made by mixing sawdust with a little bit of food coloring or paint, then brushing a layer of glue onto the surface of the diorama and sprinkling the sawdust on. And for the bushes and trees, you can use bits of green sponge. The basic branch shapes of the trees can be made from real twigs. The point here is that you can get really creative and make everything you need from found items and bits and pieces. Thanks for watching. Until next time.